Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah, I know, I'm really wearing these earrings. I apologize again. I hate having like poofy soft hair. I like it tighter, but that's just me. I want to talk today about Loki and exploring who you are in a fashion sense. And that might sound like really shallow thing to say, but a lot of times we don't explore who we truly are, and I had found this thing on non-binary yesterday, popped up on my Facebook, so I go and I look at it and I'm like, these people are really cool and they're like really, really pretty, because I'm sure they picked the most beautiful examples, because if you want to show what non-binary looks like, you pick the most beautiful examples. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I mean, everybody's beautiful in their own way, but you are going to pick the most gorgeous examples. It's human nature. And I'm looking at these people and I'm thinking, well, if that is the definition for what they are, for what non-binary is, I wonder how many of us at least have like some part non-binary, because right now I'm wearing, and I am going to put this in the recording so I remember it, I don't know if this is going to be a scent I'm going to get, but I really like what it's doing to my skin. This is a number 68. This is Mandarin Violet Leaf and Vintage Leather. This is from Scentsy. This is a, refreshing face balm, which means it's kind of like an aftershave is what it is for dudes. But I like the scent. I don't always like to smell like flowers and jasmine. I really like the scent on that, and I like what it's doing to my skin. It brightened up my skin, and then I put the powder over and I put the rest on, and I like the smell. It's a comforting smell. It's one of those things. I like men's scents because they're like that comforting, assuring smell for whatever reason. And what this has to do with Loki is that if you work with him, he can help you find out what your true fashion sense is. Like, if you like something, to not look at it as towards belonging to one gender or another, because for one, we all know there's not just two genders. It's stupid. But also, if you're who you really are, it doesn't matter if you have any fashion sense or not. And you dress a way that makes you feel comfortable, and you are happy with yourself, and you're wearing what you feel you can wear, and what makes you happy, you're gonna look better, and you're gonna discover stuff about yourself. I was working with Loki today. It is Saturday, and I'm like doing the ritual, cleaning the face, and he's like, why don't you try that? And I'm like, okay. And so I tried the Scentsy stuff, and then I put the makeup on top, and I'm like, well, that's kind of like, I'm not non-binary, I know, but it's kind of like the non-binary message of disregarding traditional male-female roles and just going with what you like. And I really like what it did to my face. My face just absolutely soaked it in. And then I have what you would call traditional female look on, and it's Loki can have you find that part of you, find the authentic self, and not worry, oh, what will people think if I then go out and I'm wearing cologne, or I'm wearing aftershave and I am biologically female, or I'm you're biologically hermaphrodite, or you're whichever. Loki will teach you not to care, because if you look at his stories, and if you work with him, he doesn't care. He really doesn't care about traditional gender roles. He really doesn't care about what you should or expected by society to do as a male or female. And I kind of I don't like even using those terms, because they're so loaded with expectation. Like male has to be this, and female has to be that, and I really don't like using those terms. But they're biological terms, but you know what I mean. I don't want the men that tune in to think that I support the idea that you all have to be brainless savages, and I don't want women to think that I support the idea that you all have to be delicate little flowers in need of rescuing, because that's not it for me. It's like anyone can be anything, anyone can need rescued, anyone can be powerful, anyone can be anything they want, and it has nothing to do with gender. You know, we say, like, in the non-binary, it's about mixing the masculine and feminine, only because those are, like, the only words we have to work with. So I would say, you know, once you open yourself to that, once you open yourself to being who you really are, and you might be super girly, and you might be super masculine, but opening yourself to who you really are, and working with Loki in that fashion sense. I know again that sounds weird, but he is really good at that. He can really help you. I mean, like, today, even a god can't do anything for my hair. Unfortunately, with the humidity in this state, I put my products in, and the hair goes if I wanted to sit there with curlers and everything, I'd probably do something, but I'm like, no, I'm not. I went out for my early morning walk, and I came back, and the humidity already hit my hair. It was too late to do anything for it. So, yeah, but, you know, I can just work with it and ignore the fact that it's soft. It's like there's 3 times more of it now. I hope that made some sense, because it's so hard to discuss fashion and just kind of throw it. Like, when you're making videos, it's like you're kind of like throwing it at a blank canvas and you're hoping it sticks. But, you know, to me, that is like an important thing. Yeah, like, get me off the pills and I can talk like a rational adult. But to me, that's an important thing, and it's an important thing for us as Lokeans, because the more of yourself you embrace, the more of your real self you embrace, the happier you're gonna be. You notice on the playlist, I'll have like all this stuff that he legitimately enjoys. Now, he might not enjoy it with you, but with me, he enjoys it. So, yeah, and I'm like slowly transferring like the playlist over to here. Is like a huge one is on the other channel, and like I'm building up here. But I just kind of wanted to say that, because usually when I get like kind of like a push for a video, like the little Cincy thing pushed a video, and the non-binary thing pushed a video, usually it seems to be timely for someone out there. So I'm like, I don't know who you are, but I hope that helped. And I hope you learn that by working with Loki, he can help you accept who you are and like let go of any sense of shame or guilt that you aren't what society, expects out of you, and even whatever niche community expects out of you, because sometimes the niche communities can be worse than main society. Sometimes it works out like that. Like, you'll go into the community and you'll think you're going to get this acceptance, and oh girl, you are going to get put through, is what you're going to get put through. But if you work with Loki and you go through the process and you find out your authentic self, and you find out what you really like, and you find out what you really love, it can be, it can be really liberating. And it doesn't matter if your fashion sense pleases everyone else. It doesn't matter if other people like it. Like, my traditional look for going out is a bowl cap and t-shirt and jeans, and it drives most people nuts. They tell me, that looks ugly, take it off. I don't care. I like it. It's like, to me, it's comforting. And it's just a thing. When you find your authentic self, you'll feel comfortable. I feel comfortable in those clothes. And when you feel comfortable with yourself, you're more open to receiving messages from Loki and from anyone else you work with. You're more open to other people. And the real people that matter will accept you. I have the makeup on lately because it's like a thing that I'm doing. I'm finally like back into makeup, and it looks better. I'm not like super hyper reflective shiny on camera. I actually need more. God, I need like mascara, and I need like lip liner, and I need blush. And I'm like, where did all this stuff go? It like suddenly went into hiding. I can't find it. And, and I don't put a ton of makeup on, but I'm like, I can see all the stuff I haven't done. And it's like, okay, but I hope that helped you guys. And again, like when I talk about stuff like makeup and that, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what gender you are. You know, you rock that makeup. You make yourself feel whatever adjective it makes you feel. And, you know, just work with Loki and just be happy and be proud to be who you are, because that's why a lot of people from niche communities end up with him. He's a lot like La Santa in that sense, that he's very open and he's very accepting. He's not going to look at you and try to change you and say you can't do that. I mean, he might give you fashion sense, and at times it might be a little catty, but you know, he's by and large, he's going to be there in your corner, supporting you and supporting who you are and your authentic self. And it doesn't matter if you fit society standards or anything. He's going to love you and accept you and support you for who you are. Okay, so if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope that helped. I just make these videos when I feel like these little nudges and pushes. If for some reason that was like really important to make, I hope it helps somebody out there, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.